was a really competitive game. You nearly got through at the end, but you did say they were going to be well organised, and goodness me, they were.
They did not work hard as well, you know, so it would be churlish to begrudge them the draw, really. But I'm a bit disappointed because I thought, you know, in particular during the second half, you know, we played some good football and we created the chances, especially those two sort of goal opportunities. But then all credit to the goalkeeper, you know, when it was necessary, he came good as well. But there's a lot of positives for me. The major negative, of course, was the injury to Daniel Sturridge. I thought he'd started the game very well. I was really quite excited about seeing how the 90 minutes would pan out with he and Wayne Rooney. We knew that Jermaine, you know, is not 100% fit at the moment, so that was a major blow to us. But even so, we still dominated the game, and I thought we played well enough to win it, but we didn't. But as I said at the start, churlish maybe to begrudge the Irish of a draw when they work so hard.
Will Daniel Sturridge be travelling to Brazil, or is he ruled out of that game, right?
No, he's ruled out of the game, unfortunately. We've had an orthopaedic surgeon look at him. I think he's had the scans. The good news is that there's no break or fracture, but there's obviously some other damage, and we'll have to get in touch with Liverpool and let them know how serious the injury is, that they'll have to assess that. But I'm hoping that it won't keep him out for too long, and when the autumn season comes around, he'll be fit and available again.
So does that leave you with a bit of a crisis with the strikers? Danny, of course, didn't train in the lead up to this game. It's the same. Jermaine's not completely fit, and now Daniel Sturridge has had to pull out. It always happens. It's one position, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been unlucky. I mean, we were hoping to see Andy Carroll this time. We were hoping to see Danny Welbeck, although he's not ruled out of the Brazil game as yet. He may recover, but we haven't been lucky when it comes to our strikers. In fact, you know, going into these two games, we weren't that lucky with some of the players we were hoping to see, but couldn't select. But it's like everything else. Every time a player can't take part, it's an opportunity for somebody else. And I thought personally there were a lot of good performances today from our players, and I'll go away from the game disappointed with the result, but not disappointed with the way I saw the team play.
And it was great to see England playing Ireland again. It's been nearly 2 decades, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I mean the two sets of fans were magnificent. I've got to say, there were the fears before the game, there were the sort of usual negativity that this will turn out to be anything other than a joyous occasion, but everyone was wrong, I'm delighted to say. I thought that the Irish fans supported their team brilliantly, our fans supported us brilliantly, and I'd like to think that the people who watch the game will go home, that despite it being a friendly, that they'll go home thinking they've seen a good game of football.
Ashley Cole got a terrific reception when you presented him with the golden cap and the 100 mark. I mean, that's a wonderful occasion for any player, isn't it?
Yeah, and he really deserves it. I mean, the fact is, I was disappointed that people, after our press conference yesterday, were trying to sort of suggest that we weren't doing the right thing. I think that any fair-minded people would have wanted Ashley Cole to have led the team out on this occasion. We know that Ashley isn't the captain of England. He doesn't, you know, pretend to be an England captain, but I think it would have been very sad had we denied him the opportunity to lead the team out on the day he was receiving his 100th cap, and to show our appreciation, certainly, i.e. the FA, all of the players, all of the coaching staff. We were anxious to show our appreciation of how well this man has done for England over the years, and it was great that he, you know, came off the field to such a good reception.
And now you're off to Rio with a chance to beat Brazil twice in the space of 4 months.
That would be great. I mean, but the most important thing for me at that game is going to be, can we continue to show the type of football we played tonight? I think defensively we were much more aggressive. We were getting much closer to people. We weren't giving them any time on the ball. We won the ball back from the wrong side on many occasions. To be fair, so did the Irish. So it was even Steven in that respect. But then when we did get the ball, we had the composure to get it down on the ground and play and ask questions of them. And I'm going to be hoping we'll be able to do the same thing against Brazil, albeit that their style of play, of course, is very different. But you have to be ready for all styles of play, but you have to keep your principles.
And finally, just to clarify, will you be bringing anybody else into the squad to replace Daniel Sturridge?
No, it's far too late, and you know, we've lost players there that could have been alternatives for us. So we'll have to bite the bullet and go with what we've got and hope that the players that we do have will be able to play another game in 3 or 4 days and play perhaps more minutes than they would have done had the squad been larger.
Look forward to it. Have a good trip.
All right,
Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, Mark. Well, we thought that was going to be a tough workout for England, and so it proved.
Yeah, we were very sure about that. I mean, the Irish team are not going to want to come over here and give anything away. I think they work very hard, particularly when you go a goal down. It makes it difficult. But I think we created enough chances to win the game if we were a bit more clinical, probably in the final third. But you know, you have to give credit to your opponents, and they came here and dug in.
And that's the kind of game you might have to face in the qualifiers next season here at Wembley, with teams desperately trying to defend against you.
Yeah, I mean that's true, and we'll try and keep improving. And it's good not to lose a game today. We obviously wanted to win it. We don't get any points for friendlies, but we're trying to work on the team and work on our attacking play. And probably come away from tonight with things we can say we're pleased with and things we need to tighten up on. That's all of us. So. We'll take that. We'll take a big game on Sunday to do it again, and then a well-deserved break that our minds will be very, very concentrated on the qualifiers that will be coming up.
Ashley Cole got a terrific reception when Roy handed over the gold cap, and again when he ran off, it was a good night for him. He scored, didn't he?
He did. He was nearly on the end of the cross there in the second half. I think no, he certainly deserved the accolades of tonight. To get 100 caps, to start every game that he's played, to play with the quality and the level he played for such a long period of time, he deserves everything, and I think the fans gave him the very right reception for tonight. And the fans and the atmosphere in the stadium was brilliant all round today, and Nash deserved that moment himself.
I made that 5 games in a row for England now that you've scored. Is that right? 6 in your last 5?
Is that right? I'm not sure. Well, you know, I'm pleased with the season for England, and when you get to 34, you know, you understand that things move on, and I just want to be a part of it. And when I play, I want to do the best I can, and if I'm scoring goals, and obviously contributing hopefully well enough.
I know you don't look too far ahead because you can't in your position, but when you see Ashley there with the golden cap for 100, do you think, gosh, I'm nearly there myself?
You can't not think that. I mean, I'm 96 and been around an awful long time, so I mean, it's the gold cap. I saw Stevie get it, very well deserved. Ashley same tonight. If I can get there, if I can stay involved for the future games, then I'll be a very proud man if I did reach that.
There's not many players get the chance to score the winning goal against Brazil twice in the space of 4 months, but that could fall to you in a few days' time.
Well, I'll take it definitely. I mean, I'll get carried away. It's going to be a very, very tough game. I know the Brazilian boys at Chelsea, they wasn't happy coming here and losing, so they're certainly going to want to beat us. So, and that means scoring. If we can go there and get a good result, then that'll be a fantastic thing for the lads and the spirit and the confidence, as I said before, to take it into the qualifiers coming up.
The only downer was the injury, obviously, for Daniel Sturridge. I mean, Roy's told us that he's obviously not going to Brazil, which is a shame because he looked really promising, hadn't he, on his first start for England?
Sure, and I think that's the future with England. We're seeing them bright, skillful, quick players up front, him and Welbeck, Chamberlain, Theo, still young, and I was pleased to start to get his start today because he deserved it with an incredible form of Liverpool. Obviously very disappointing for him. The only bonus being that, you know, now he's got a summer, so I don't know how bad the injury is, but it gives him a bit of time to get over it, and hopefully he starts the season and is fresh and carries on where he left off this season.
Good stuff. Have a good trip. Thank you.